welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelica Fitzgerald if you are new, and if you are not new, welcome back. So as you can tell from the title, today we're going to be reviewing some luxury foundation. Now I want to just take it a step back real fast on why I'm reviewing some luxury foundation. I actually got a few questions on my Instagram page on if I thought they were really needed or a necessity, because there are so many other makeup lines that have other foundations that work that are a fraction of the price. So I did a wear test for y'all on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll put my handle right here. Feel free to follow so that we can get to know each other better. But anyways, I did a wear test for y'all on some luxury foundation because some of y'all just wanted to know, is it better? Does it last longer? Is it better on your skin? Like, what is the reason for luxury makeup? So I did decide to do a foundation test with some YSL foundation. Now this foundation is a little pricier than I would normally get because, I mean, it's foundation. If I'm gonna go spend a lot of money, it's gonna be on like a bag that'll last me for forever, not a bottle of foundation that'll last me a couple of months. Plus there are a lot of other brands that are a fraction of the cost that work really well. So that what's the point, or why would you buy it mentality is completely understandable. So I chose YSL over any other luxury makeup brand because I like YSL products, like their bags and other stuff they sell. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna go with a luxury makeup brand that I already know their other products. So that's the only reason I chose YSL over some other brands. And I did share my final thoughts on my Instagram. Now that was about 2 weeks ago. A lot of people missed it because I shared it on my stories, which is why I figured I need to hop on YouTube, make a video that's gonna stay up forever, give you guys the full scoop so you can come back here if you ever want to revisit my thoughts on it. So today we're gonna be reviewing the YSL All Hours Foundation. Now, one thing I want to share with y'all before we go further is that I bought this foundation with the full intent of using it when I am my most tan. Basically, my thought process was, if I'm gonna buy something this expensive, I'm gonna use it when I get most glammed up. I'm not gonna use it every day. It's not gonna be an everyday foundation. And pretty much 100% of the time, if I'm on vacation or if I have an event, I have a spray tan, and I am a lot darker. Not to mention, on a normal daily basis, I'm a lot tanner than I am right now as well. Due to quarantine and staying inside a lot, I have turned into a piece of paper, practically. This foundation was purchased for a normally tanned Angelica and a spray tan. I am not spray tanned, nor am I normally colored. Now, I did use a self tanner yesterday so that I could kind of bring the skin tone a little bit darker than what I've been. So I don't know if y'all can tell, I am a little bit darker, a little bit. I use that word very lightly because it's gonna take several spray tans to get me to the color of this foundation. So, warning you right now, this foundation is so incredibly dark for my skin tone right now. Like, there is no reason I would ever use this color with the color that I am right now. It does not match, I'll show y'all. It is very tan. It is a beautiful color. It is just extremely, extremely tan. So just keep that in mind while I do my makeup. I am fully aware that this is not my skin tone. This is meant for the tan Angelica that I dream to be again someday. Who knows when I will get there, but just wanted to let y'all know I am aware that this is way, way, way too dark for my skin. But regardless of the shade, whether you're the lightest of the light or the darkest of the dark, the quality of the product should remain the same. So I still wanted to review it for y'all, even though it doesn't quite match. But if we get a few giggles on how off of a shade it is on me, just know I'm laughing with you as well, because it's, yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's see how well this product works. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below to keep up with my future videos. Now let's test out this luxury foundation. As y'all can tell, I have absolutely nothing on my skin. I am going to go ahead and put one of my favorite daytime moisturizers on before I start my makeup. I am going to apply my foundation on, and then I'm going to zip through the rest of my makeup really fast. Since we are only reviewing the foundation today, there's no need for you guys to see every other product I'm using, and we'll talk about the foundation. Now, since I did do a full day test wear already, I already know exactly how this product works, at least for my skin. I am a combination skin. I get super oily in my T-zone, but then around here, honestly, I get like dry, flaky patches. So it's very confusing. At times I'll be super oily and at times I'll be super dry. So I would consider that combination skin. So if you have skin that's similar to that, this will be a really good judge on if this product will work for you. But as I was saying, since I already know how this product wears on my face and I have worn it a couple of times, of course mixing it with my normal foundation to kind of adjust the color, I know how well it wears on my skin. Today I'm not gonna mix it, so it's gonna be uber different than my skin color because I want y'all to see just how this foundation works, not mixed with any other foundation. So I've said pretty much all I need to say about it. This does retail for $54 plus tax. So on average, let's just say $60, which is, in my opinion, a little bit pricey for a foundation. I know they go even higher up, and I know there's a lot that are cheaper. Personally, my favorite foundation that I use all the time, which is the Kat Von D one, it's like 30 something dollars, which is, I think, a good price for a high quality foundation. And also this is a massive tube. It lasts me forever. I'm totally down to spend that much. $60 is a little more than I'd like to spend because it's foundation at the end of the day, guys. It's not like some necessity thing. Plus you have all of your other makeup that you need to buy. So I personally wouldn't love to spend this like every time I need a refill, and it is a smaller vial than the current foundation I use. So just keep that in mind. But also, since it is YSL, the actual quality of it I think is pretty great. So we're gonna just go ahead and put the face on so y'all can see it on my face and how it looks. Let's get into this and talk about this foundation. Oh, real fast too, I'm not gonna talk about any of the products I use, but I will link everything in case you see something that you're like, ooh, I like the way that looks. It's all below. So if you wanna check anything out that I'm using, feel free to check the description box, but I'm only going to talk about the foundation in this video. Just FYI. You guys, can we take a moment? I haven't actually used this foundation in like a week and I had forgotten how dark it was. I don't know if any of y'all know who James Charles is. I like watching his makeup stuff. I've learned a lot from him. And he had this point in his YouTube career where people, and I think people kind of still do, make fun of him for him not being able to match his skin tone with foundation. And I think this would be the worst it would get. So James Charles ain't got nothing on this bad of a match. Believe it or not though, I do get dark enough naturally because of my awesome Latin roots to easily wear this color. When I'm like naturally a little tan and then a spray tan, this is perfect. Believe it or not. I know it's impossible to believe right now, but like I mentioned earlier, ignore the color. We're gonna work really hard in this video to blend it out and make it somewhat decent. But let's just get into it. Okay guys, so the foundation's on. As y'all could tell, I was like laughing while I was putting this on because I had forgotten how freaking dark this was on my very light skin. So don't worry, I'm gonna lighten it up with some concealer and stuff to kind of salvage this look and make it look like I just got tan, hopefully. I managed to do it once before, so hopefully I can do it again. So one of the things I love about this foundation is it's oil free. So for someone like me, like I mentioned earlier, I get a really oily T-zone. This does not add to it at all. This is actually a matte foundation, which is my favorite type of foundation because I hate the shiny look on me. It just looks like sweat on me. It never looks like a pretty glow. Unfortunately, I just have that type of skin. So this doesn't add to the shine. If you get really oily skin, this is a great luxury brand to look into if you're interested in looking into it, because it doesn't have any oils in it at all. If anything, it assists in taking away any kind of shininess or oiliness you might have. This is also a full coverage foundation as well. So if you have any kind of blemish or pimple that you really want to cover up and have almost that like tattoo foundation look to it, this has that. So you guys know I like more of a full coverage foundation, which is why I also really wanted to try this because a lot of other ones are medium to full coverage, or they're sheer, and I personally don't see the point in a sheer foundation. If you want to show your natural skin, just don't wear makeup. If you want to look like you have a full face beat, get the full coverage stuff. So it's very light. That's another thing. It's very hard for a foundation that's full coverage, matte, oil-free to feel light and not like you've just caked on your face. This actually does feel lighter than my Kat Von D foundation. When I put this on, I'm like, hello, the foundation is there. It is not going anywhere, and there is a layer on top of my face. This does not feel like that. It feels so much lighter than the Kat Von D foundation, but it is just as equal coverage. It also does have SPF in it, SPF 20, which no, it's not enough to actually protect your skin from the sun. So I would suggest using some kind of SPF before you put the foundation on. That's what I did. I used this, which I'll attach it below. Won't even talk about it, but this is SPF 30, which I would never, friendly reminder, never go below SPF 30 ever in your life for sunscreen. So I would highly suggest you get something to go underneath this foundation if you're interested in purchasing it, but it still does have an SPF element to it, which is better than nothing. A lot of foundations just don't have any SPF in it, so this is definitely better than nothing. So it really, for me, has all the elements I'm looking for in foundation. It's full coverage, it's matte, it's oil-free, has SPF, and it's light on the skin. So really nothing but good things to say about it. Even right now, I don't feel like I have a cake on. I know I look like I do, but I really don't feel like there's a lot on my face right now. My face feels like it can breathe. So it really has all the qualities and elements that a good foundation, in my opinion, should have in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of my makeup on real fast. In my next slide, I'll be full-faced. Hopefully this will be toned down a little bit to look a little bit more like me. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. At the very end, I will talk about how it feels with the rest of my products on it, because obviously I'm gonna put my concealer, my powders, my blush, my contour, all that good stuff, and then talk about how the wear is as well. Alright guys, I feel like I was able to diffuse it a little bit to actually look just like ultra glam, ultra tanned up Angelica. I don't think it's as noticeable. Like I mentioned, the part is gonna give me away, so if I have to go anywhere today, I will make sure to apply something there, and I will make sure to keep this up. Otherwise, my chest and arms will give it away. But overall, I'm actually pretty happy with the results. Even taking my hair down and covering my neck up a little more is gonna help. So this is the finished product of my makeup. Again, if you're interested in anything I used, I know I went so fast, y'all couldn't even hardly see the products. But if there's something on my face you like, I have it all linked down below. And if you have any questions on what I use, feel free to shoot me a comment down in the description box or send me a message on Instagram. I reply to almost 100% of the messages I get because I want to be able to help y'all out with any questions y'all have. So final thoughts on this foundation. It works so magically. Like, I use the word magically because it truly has a different way of working with the rest of my makeup than any other foundation I've used. It so effortlessly blends in on my skin, and it is such a liquidy foundation. I think that was the thing I was most shocked about using it. It has no thickness to it, which is why I feel like it has a lighter feeling on the skin because it's so liquidy. It just like falls into the skin. So my concealers, my powders, my blush, my contour. So it just creates a beautiful, flawless look on the face. I got a little bit lucky today that I didn't have any blemishes to cover up. I usually never have like perfectly clean skin. Today I was having one of those days, so thank you skincare gods. But the last time I used this, I remember I had a few little blemishes peeking through and it covered them up effortlessly. So, you know, now that I have it on again, I haven't had it on in like a week and a half-ish. and I don't plan on getting this dark anytime soon. I'll probably invest in the right shade, which if I do, I will definitely make sure to incorporate it into my next makeup type video, because I really am not this bad at matching my skin, y'all. I know this was a tan shade, and this will work perfectly when I am all tanned up for an event. So I feel like I did a decent job at blending it in. Obviously, I am like way lighter underneath, but I wish I was this tan right now, honestly. Like, if we're just being real here, I wish I was this tan. So it honestly feels like the life has been brought back into me, because I have not been this dark in a very long time, and I'm pretty used to being this shade. So anyways, I absolutely love this foundation. If you are looking to invest in a luxury, high quality, fantastic foundation, I really would recommend the YSL Beauty line. I have not tried any of YSL's other products. If you would like me to review that, let me know. I typically don't review luxury beauty. Like, normally I'm reviewing skincare and stuff on a budget, because let's face it, that's the kind of stuff we all like buying a lot more than super expensive stuff. But I am here to be a resource for you. So if that is something you would like me to test out so that you can make sure you're spending your money on awesome, always quality products, let me know. I'd be more than happy to check out some other stuff for y'all. But this product gets an A+ from me. Really happy with how it turned out. Glad we could salvage the color as well, so that I can at least kind of look normal, I think, yeah. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. I hope this answered some questions on this foundation if you had any. And other than that, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.